welcome to Tanker Vapes. Today I will be reviewing the Aspire Cloudflask. The Aspire Cloudflask is a 2000 milliamp hour detachable pod device. Holds 5.5 milliliters of e-liquid. Has an 810 drip tip. Comes with this fancy leather little cover here. Nice little lanyard. It's a really nice device, and today I'm going to show you all about it. So, without further ado, let's go down and take a look at this device from Aspire, the Cloudflask. Alright, here we are with the Aspire Cloudflask. Now this is the packaging that it comes in. It does come in 4 colors. It comes in a black, a red, a gray, and a brown. That would be the leather cover that comes with it, that the colors are referring to. The mod itself is just silver. I'm guessing it's either a stainless steel. It's probably stainless steel. Here you got your authentication codes, your scratch and sniff there. Cloudflask kit brown. Your batch number. You got your nicotine warning stickers there. This product may contain nicotine, may be harmful. You have all your other various symbols. Then on the back here it says it comes with one Cloudflask battery unit, which is 2000 milliamp hours. Comes with one pod, 2 mesh coils, which are at 0.25 ohm. It comes with your Type-C cable, a user manual, a set of O-rings, and the leather cover, which the leather cover also has a lanyard on it, if you like that type of thing. Alright, let's open up the box. You open the box, this is what you got here. You got your Cloudflask. Doesn't have the cover on it when it comes. It is very shiny, and it's kind of a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, there's fingerprints all over it. I have been using this device. I've been using this device for about a week. This right here, these little fumes design here, that is where your airflow is going to come from. So let's pop this out. Now on top here, the mouthpiece is at 810. You have your fire button right here, which is in the middle. You can see it's glowing green. It's going to glow green when it's charged, fully charged. And then it'll turn blue, and then it'll turn red. When it's green, it's 50 to 100%. When it's blue, it's 20 to 50%. And when it's red, it's 0 to 20% of your battery life. Now this does not have any type of regulated chip in it. So as your battery level does decrease, you are going to see a noticeable difference in your vape quality, or the amount of vapor that it's producing. On the back, there's nothing really. It says Cloudflask right here. You got some venting on the bottom. And also, without the leather thing, I'm guessing this would scratch pretty easily. It came, pretty much in pristine condition. But as I've been using it, setting it down and things like that, I have had the leather cover on it, but the bottom does get scratched pretty easily. Alright, you're going to have a button here and a button here, and what you do is you squeeze those at the same time, and you can pull your pod out. Now the pod is going to hold 5.5 milliliters. That's where your coil is going to go. And you have a little riveted silicone flap here. Pull that flap up. That's where you're going to put your e-liquid. Now the hole for the e-liquid is a very good size. It's really easy to fill. I think even with, say, a dropper bottle, you wouldn't have any problem in filling this pod. Now this is a pod that I bought that I haven't used yet. I have one that is filled with e-liquid right here. Now I must say, after about a week of use, I haven't noticed any leaking any type of buildup of liquid in the bottom at all. Everything inside of here has stayed nice and clean and dry, so that's good. To put your pod back on, you just press it down, and boom, you're ready to vape once you fill it with e-liquid and put the coil in. Now let's go through the rest of the contents of the box. You're going to have a little tab here. Pull this. You're going to have your Cloudflask user manual right here. It's one of these little flip up jobs. It's going to tell you how to do everything in multiple languages. It's going to tell you how to take the lanyard off if you want. Everything you need to know on how to use your device, basically. Now the flask also has a 10-second cutoff. I forgot to mention that. You're also going to have your leather cover right here. And it's pretty nice. It has sort of a suede type texture to it. I really like the texture a lot. It says Aspire here. You don't really have any other logos or anything besides that Aspire on the side there. You're going to get the Type-C charging cable right here. You're going to get 2 of the 0.25 ohm coils, little bag of spare O-rings, and that's it. That's all you're going to get in the box. Now, to install your coil, you're just going to take your Cloudflask, boom, pull the, you're going to pull the pod out, take your coil, pop it out. Of course, I like to pre-wet my wicks, and that's what the inside of the coil looks like. It's a nice mesh coil. The flavor on these coils are really good. I would say they're on par with pretty much anything on the market. They haven't been leaking on me. So you just take your coil, press it in, like so. The coils are a little bit difficult to press in when they're dry. You may want to wet your O-rings just a little bit with e-liquid before you put them in to help you put them in the coil. I did notice that they're a little bit tough to get in. But other than that, this thing vapes really well. Now, like I said, it only has a 2,000 milliamp hour battery, and with a 0.25 ohm coil, it's not going to last you all day. I wouldn't. It lasts me probably half the day before I need to charge it. But the 2 amp charging, it is really quick to charge. It only takes a few minutes to charge this device, which is really nice. All right, you're going to take your leather cover here, and the way you put that on, I just put it on a table like that and just slip it down. Boom. You got a cutout here for your USB, cutout here for your to release your pod. You got your lanyard. And to take the lanyard off, you just unscrew this, and the lanyard will come off pretty easily if you don't want to have the lanyard. I don't really see any use for it. I just left it on here. And then, and to turn this device on, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I turned it off, duh. But it's 5 clicks to turn it off, on and off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when you press the fire button, you're going to have green, blue, or red showing up depending on your charging level. Now when you charge the device, the light will show, and when the device is fully charged, the light will go out, and that lets you know that you're ready to vape. Alright, let's go back up top. Alright, we're back up top with the Cloudflask from Aspire. I have been using this for about a week. I really do like the leather cover with the lanyard. I can't really say I appreciate the lanyard too much. I just don't really use it, but I just leave it on there because I'm lazy and I don't want to take it off. It's got a really nice button. It vapes really well. The 0.25 ohm coils are really nice. They perform a lot of vapor, and this does have a lot of airflow. This is in no way a mouth to lung or even a restricted lung type device. This is really airy and very open. Now, I would like Aspire to come out with, say, a 0.5 ohm coil or something a little higher ohm, just in order to improve the battery life a little bit, because it is only 2,000 milliamp hour battery. Also, for those people who would rather have a mouth to lung type vape, or just something that does not produce as much clouds as this does, I think a 0.5 ohm or something a little bit more restrictive in that arena would be a nice touch if they added it to this. Like if Aspire came out with a 0.5 ohm coil for this that has the same flavor and same quality of vape as this does, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. For one, you're going to get a little bit more battery life. The time in between charges is going to last a little bit longer. And I think all around it'd be just a little bit better if they had a little bit higher ohm coil that you could switch to with this. It is a great device though to take shopping, to travel with, maybe to take to, well, I don't know about work. It produces a little bit too much clouds for work, especially if you're not trying to draw attention to yourself. Vaping this at work really just won't work because it produces so much cloud and so much vapor, you're going to get noticed. But that being said, this is a really nice device. I bought this device for $30, and for $30, I think it's a pretty darn good bargain. It works really well. It's very simple. I don't think it's for people that are trying to get off cigarettes. This isn't really geared toward a smoker that's trying to quit smoking. It's just way too open of a vape. There's no restriction at all. As you can see here, I'll show you some of the vapor production and how this little guy puts out. Okay. Be good if I put the pod all the way in the device. That helps with vapor production. So as you can see, it does vape really well, and it does make a lot of vapor. That being said, this is a non-regulated device. It doesn't have any wattage controls or anything whatsoever. Because it's not a regulated device and there are no regulations on this device, on a fully charged battery, you're going to get what you expect. You're going to get plenty of clouds, plenty of flavor, really good vape experience. But as that battery goes down from green to blue to red, you will notice diminishing returns in your vapor production, the warmth of the vape, and things of that nature, just because you're not going to be getting as much power to the coil as when it was freshly charged. I would have liked them to have some type of regulating device in here, maybe like an auto sensing to where it reads the ohms of the coil and would automatically adjust the wattage the way some other manufacturers do have in their pod systems. Say for the 0.25 ohm coil, you get the entire 40 watts that the device is capable of, and say if they did come out with a 0.5 ohm coil, it would, buck it down to 25, 30 watts, something like that. But it doesn't have that. So with this device, you're going to get what you get. It's much like a mech mod in that way, but you do have the added protections of, short circuit protection, overheat protection, all the protections that the Aspire chip has that's in this. So it is very safe to use. I recommend it to anybody really that's more of an advanced vapor. Like I said, this is not for somebody who's trying to get off cigarettes. It's just not that type of device. It's way too open. There's too much vapor. Someone who is a smoker and trying to get off cigarettes isn't good. This isn't for them. Not really. But for me, I've been vaping since 2008. It's great. I can just have my pod filled up, chunk this in the car, and because I'm a delivery driver, I can just put it in the cup holder of my car, go on my deliveries, and vape away. And it's small, it's handy, it's inexpensive, and being only $30, I don't have to worry about really dropping this. I don't have to worry about anything happening to it because it doesn't cost a lot of money. Keep all that in mind, and if you think you would like this, I personally recommend it. I think it's a great device, and Aspire did a really good job with this. They kept the cost down. It's a really good looking device, especially with this cover on here. I think it's perfect. It's pretty small. It holds a lot of e-liquid, like I said, 5.5 milliliters. That'll get you vaping for a long time. The battery is only 2,000 milliamp hours. Pause. The battery is only 2,000 milliamp hours, so you will have to charge this throughout the day. But because it does have that Type-C charging port and the 2 amp fast charging, it's not that big a deal, especially if you're somebody who has other devices. You pop this on the charger, it's charged in no time, then you're ready to go. Thank you for watching Tinker Vapes. Hope to bring you another review soon.